Here I am at Concordia Elementary School in San Clemente. You might wonder what brings a Long Beach person down to San Clemente to volunteer at an elementary school during school break. So, the story goes that Vandals broke into the library at Concordia and destroyed, using a baseball bat, among other things, a number of models, a really kind of cool collection that the librarian had done over the years. She collected a lot of Star Wars models, did it with her grandson, and then brought them over to display. Well, you know, not every lemon turns into a rotten lemon. Some lemons turn into lemonade, or we can make lemonade with it. So here I am with LUGOLA. LUGOLA's Paul Lee put out the call for volunteers to help rebuild a massive number of models. And I came yesterday. I volunteered all day long. And it is a very imposing problem. If you've ever built a multi-thousand piece package of Lego, you'll know it's impressive. If you take a number of them and mix them all around, build pieces off of them, and then mix them up again, and then try to build them all, that's the problem we're faced with. Because plus to some of the pieces were just smashed to smithereens, bits, lots of tiny bits. So a number of LUGOLA folks are here, Long Beach Lego User Group, as I am, and a number of other people. The principal is working on the Death Star, as I was being his part finder, and then there are a number of other groups here. People came from really far away. Today is Saturday, December 22nd. It's a nice thing to do during the holidays, right? And here we are. There are a number of tables with things spread out all over. On the top left, there is a stack, the stage where a stack of models that are completed are being shown, and by the large, most of the stuff is unfinished. And so some of these are very, very old. The parts are very specialized, and we're just hoping we can find enough parts to put it all together. And so I'm going to just show you around. I'm going to try to be respectful of the people who are building, and there are a couple of really cool things about this school that you might like to see. We've been working on the Death Star since yesterday, rebuilding from scratch, and we found that the best way to do this is to take all the parts apart and then find them and put them back together. Because when you're following the book, even though you have these big chunks that are already completed, it's really hard to try to patch it together. But we're going well so far. Hopefully we'll be done by the end of day today. We're on page 38. That's the one we rebuilt yesterday with some of the students from here at the school. And I must admit we had to make some adjustments. And we discovered some parts after we decided to go with them. Without them, we found them afterwards, but we were able to mostly complete it. Somebody brought duck donuts from Irvine. Duck donuts, order on the fly. This looks like bacon donut. Interesting.
Okay.
Very nice.
All right. We don't have matching color.
Lift. Broke. This one broke. That broke. Stop breaking.
I got everything else, Bernard.
Look at these. Wow.
Stop breaking.
Okay.
Crazy. That right back there is the oldest remaining Wyland mural. It's actually part of a mural that was on a wall over at, I believe it was the Scripps Institute. And they salvaged it, framed it, and put it up here at Concordia Elementary School. Page 75. Done.
There was a development locally, and they realized that they were digging into this whale fossil. But it wasn't good enough for museum quality. They kind of knew that. So the principal, 2 principals ago, said, well, let's do this. Ocean Institute friends and paleontology friend, let's encase it in plaster and bring it to the school, and we'll make it kind of the school focal point for a couple of years. And the kids chipped away at it and chipped away, and a lot of it disintegrated.
Where was it?
They knew it was.
In here?
Yeah, so they literally, huge forklift, it was just about that big. Forklift came in, brought it in, set it down there, and that's where everybody worked on it. And then in the interim, they bought all these
awesome.
little things that they were going to surround the park with. What you're kind of seeing is the remnants of way back even before that. This was a Japanese immersion school, so they kind of made it a Japanese rock art. So you can see it's turned from one thing to another.
That makes sense.
So I get here, and I'm like, well, I mean, this thing's been sitting for 3 years already. We either got to do something or decide we're totally going a different direction. But our foundation is interested in doing something with it. That's why they started our foundation. So we're still trying to figure out exactly what we're going to do with it, you know.
The actual photo.
Oh, yeah.
You were Thor.
And not, you know,
That's like
I would
I'm
have
rotated and swinging a little bit towards your road.
Always for us, it was
Do not touch me.
baseball dugout.
I want to sign on that.
Yeah.
Swear it all. Do not touch me.
How old is this?
Not ADA compliant.
Yeah,
33 million years old.
that's right.
33 million.
Wow.
Flintstone shop back is in here.
Did you read the theory that the Flintstones are not do not predate us, they postdate us?
It would explain why they celebrate Christmas.
So these are bits of the
That's what
fossil.
started the whole.
That makes so much sense.
Why did they?
Yeah, so we're trying to figure out, you know, so I'm trying to figure out